Hey guys, Pikatron here with a video review of Scout Class Scalpel from the Revenge of the Fallen movie. Now, according to his bio, Scalpel has a massive database of anatomical data for millions of creatures across the universe. He can disassemble anything that doesn't struggle too much in a matter of minutes, and is usually able to put it back together with only a few parts in the wrong place. He serves as a medic bot to the Decepticon army, but most Decepticons would prefer to suffer in silence rather than to have him work on them. So as you can see here, Scalpel takes the form of a microscope, and overall it's a pretty detailed figure at that. You don't really see too many robot bits showing in his alt mode here, so they did a really good job of hiding that. The only robot bits that are actually exposed are underneath the microscope. You can see his legs tucked away underneath there. But all in all, it's a really nicely detailed scope. You can see the two little metal clips here that are used to hold slides into place. You can see the lens down here, and the eyepieces, and you have various knobs on the side there, one to adjust the main scope up and down, and the other set here on the top that would be used to focus the lens. And although the knob here doesn't really function in moving the main scope up and down, you can actually manually adjust it up and down like so, and it clips into place. So, all in all, a really nicely detailed figure. To transform him, you'll want to start off by forming his legs, and to do that, you'll want to flip the two side bits up here, up like so. And with them flipped up, you'll want to go ahead and push them back, like so. And this will actually help the balance of the overall figure at the end. So with that said, you'll want to go ahead and flip out his legs. He has two sets of 3 legs on his sides, so just go ahead and flip one set, like so. And then with that done, you want to go ahead and flip the other set here. So now you have the upper legs. To form his lower legs, you just kind of have to do it manually for each one. You just kind of flip it out here and rotate it into place. Now with his legs formed, what you'll want to do is, we'll actually note on the bottom here that you can actually push one set of legs up, and you'll definitely want to do that as it'll make the two sets of legs parallel to each other, which will definitely help with stability. Another thing to note about the legs is you want to make sure that the barbed bit here is actually facing away from the figure. I'm not sure if that part has anything to do with overall stability, but that's how the instructions had it, and that's just to keep it consistent with that. So with the legs formed, we can go ahead and now transform the rest of the figure. So to transform the upper half of his body, what you'll want to do first is to extend the upper half of the scope as high as it'll go. And with that done, you'll want to rotate it actually to the opposite side. Now make sure you do not rotate the scope around the neck, but rather the entire neck itself. The neck here is actually connected to a rotating joint down here, and that's how you do that. So just rotate it like that. And with that done, you want to flip up this flap down here like so, and just bring the entire neck down like so underneath the figure, and just to the other side. There's a plastic bit down here that'll clip the neck into place. So just flip it over and snap it into place like that. And there you have his neck there. And to form the rest of the figure, what you'll want to do is to separate the housing on top right here. And once separated, you'll actually kind of want to pull them up. They're on sort of a track right there that allows you to extend it once you've pulled them out. So with those extended, you just go ahead and bring them down to the bottom of the figure here. And before you connect them together, what you'll want to do is to move out his little hands right there. To do that, you just kind of want to grab it and rotate them out, like so. So with his little arms out there, you can go ahead and continue to rotate the rest of the housing down here and there's a peg actually right there and a hole on the other side, and you just kind of clip them into place like so. With that done, just go ahead and fold his upper torso down to his lower torso right there, and clip the two into place. And after that, you just go ahead and put his head upright, move up his little antenna here, and there you have Scalpel in his bot mode. Overall, I really like his bot mode design. It has a very organic look to it with the spider-like legs and the antenna here, and it's really nicely articulated as well. You have two sets of ball joints on his legs, one up here on his hips, and another ball joint here that connects his lower leg up to his upper leg right there. Other bits of articulation include his arms, which include a ball jointed shoulder and a nice little joint here for his elbows. And even his head is articulated. It has two sets of joints, so you can kind of get in various poses here. But unfortunately, there's no real pivot joint on it, so you can't really move it from side to side. What's really nice about the figure is that when properly transformed, it does a really good job of staying balanced. Upon seeing the figure in the package, I thought it might have been a little front heavy and that it would tip over like that. But surprisingly, the engineers did a really good job at creating the figure so that it won't tip over. So, all in all, I really like this figure. It's really nicely detailed. The lens actually becomes the Decepticon logo right there. And yeah, it has a detailed alt mode, very detailed, nicely articulated bot mode, and a really satisfying transformation to boot. Overall, I'd highly recommend this figure. Give it a definite solid 5 out of 5. And yeah, thanks for watching my video review, and until next time, this is Pikatron signing off.